Stephen Fulton, a former unified super bantamweight champion, has spoken highly of Naoya Inoue, often referring to him as a great fighter and acknowledging his exceptional skill set. Their comments stem from Fulton's first-hand experience facing Inoue on July 25, 2023, when Inoue dominated Fulton to become the unified super bantamweight champion. Fulton appeared as a guest on the American podcast program Cigar Talk on November 21st, local time, and recalled his fight with Inoue that took place at Tokyo's Ariake Arena in July of last year. He confessed that he was not the person I thought I was in the ring. Fulton, who talked about this fight against Inoue on the program, was asked by the program's MC what was the most difficult thing about fighting, and answered, "It's not so much that I struggled with anything, but that I couldn't move the way I wanted." Confession. He continued to openly explain his thoughts, saying, "I don't want to make any excuses, do you understand? I want you to say what I think. I think I fought reasonably well, but I just wasn't my usual self. Maybe I shouldn't have fought at that weight at that time, just because I could drop it. That's my true opinion. I put on a sauna suit, went into the sauna, and practiced." The former world champion explains the difficulty of weight class sports, saying, "So the weight you can lose and the weight you can fight at are different. I stayed in that weight class too long." Even before the Inoue fight, he continued, "I wasn't doing well at all. Actually, I was feeling unsteady after the second round." In December 2021, he fought against Brandon Figueroa, USA, who won by decision in 12 rounds. Looking back on the match, he said, "It felt like I won just with my heart." He talked about the monster's awesomeness that can only be understood by those who have exchanged fists in the ring. Inoue's technique was really high. You can tell because you're both highly skilled. There's a strength that you can understand because you're both strong. He was at a level where he could manage the visible punches. He didn't have to keep his distance. I was able to respond with a block, but to be honest, I couldn't see the punch that knocked me out. Is that why Inoue is ranked number 1 in PFP? Of course he's beating me. He's going to be number 1 or even number 2. He's the best player in the world. Inoue's greatness seems to have been evident since he was a high school student. Katsuaki Suzuki, Japan's boxing flyweight representative at the London Olympics, talks about the man Inoue described as a monster. "When I fought him for the first time when I was in high school, what struck me most was how far away he was. And his punches weren't that of a lightweight, so I thought, nobody in my weight class can land this." I remember thinking at that time, Inoue was a well-known figure in the Japanese boxing world, but he was unknown to the general public. He was, so to speak, at the beginning of his career. Mr. Suzuki talks about the difference that was evident even back then, and also emphasizes the different dimension that he felt firsthand. Inoue was also good at countering. Even if he avoids it, there is a risk involved. He has punches. That makes it difficult for me to use my boxing. I am able to counter while keeping distance. I think his strength in boxing is being able to throw strong punches. He was able to do that naturally when he was in his 3rd year of high school. Mr. Suzuki begins by saying, "I think only he and the people who did it know about this," and continues, "Generally speaking, the power of a punch that can knock someone down in one blow is probably seen as the most appealing or strength, but I think that the ability to throw that punch at that distance is something that no one else has. I think that's scary." Everyone talks about how amazing Inoue is. He will face Goodman in a defense match for the unified champion of the world's 4 major organizations, which will be held at Ariake Arena in Tokyo on Tuesday, December 24th, 2024. I look forward to seeing Inoue evolve even more. If you like this channel, please subscribe and give us a high rating. We bring you news every day.